Good morning. It is December 22nd. It's very early in the morning. And so the first thing we gotta do, check to see what the Christmas fairy got us.
I have to look
Oh, we got a note.
what it says.
Let's see. It says,
Is it upside down?
look behind the Mickey pillow. What's that? Oh, that's cool. It's like a little game. It's like a pinball game. That's awesome.
Yeah. Smells like the one I got at Disneyland, but it's actually the...
Was it the Guardians of the Galaxy one?
Yeah.
All right, very cool.
We'll see what the Christmas fairy gets us tomorrow.
There's only a few more days left on this calendar.
22, 23, and then this one be 24.
Yeah. Okay, so it is approaching about 8 o'clock. We've actually been kind of a little lazy this morning. Steve and I made some coffee. I am going to get started because this morning is one of our favorite Christmas traditions, and that is to make gingerbread waffles for breakfast. It's so good. I will link the recipe down below. It comes from Food Network. I think it's a Rachel Ray recipe. But before I start on that, I'm actually going to make some fresh whipped cream. All right, so I made my whipped cream. I used my little whipped creamer that my mom got me this for Christmas several years ago from Williams-Sonoma, of course, and I absolutely love it. It makes the best whipped cream. It's what we used to use at Starbucks. I don't know if they still use these anymore, but highly recommend that. And then here is the recipe. Again, like I said, it's Rachel Ray from Food Network, and it's really interesting because though it's gingerbread waffles, there's no ginger in it aside from like a little bit of ground ginger. It mostly relies on its flavor from the molasses and the pumpkin puree. They're so good. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna combine our dry ingredients. So this is gonna be your flour, baking powder, cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg. A little bit of salt in there. Gonna give this a nice whisk, and then we'll start on our wet ingredients. Now moving on over to my stand mixer. In the bowl here, I've got 4 eggs and 2/3 cup packed dark brown sugar. And I'm gonna use my whisk attachment, and we're gonna whisk this together until it's fluffy. Now the recipe as it's written says to just use a hand mixer. I always use my stand mixer because it's so helpful to me. I absolutely love it. So we'll let this go for a bit. Once your eggs and sugar are nice and fluffy, we're then gonna add 1 cup of pumpkin puree, 1 1/4 cups of milk, 1/2 cup of molasses, and 1 stick of melted butter. And once you have your wet ingredients ready, we'll add that to the dry, and then we'll gently whisk this together. And this is the part where you don't want to overmix. You just want to combine the ingredients together. After just a few passes with the whisk, I was kind of folding. I was thinking of that Schitt's Creek episode where they're folding in the cheese. It's kind of like that. But as you can see, I've got this really nice thick batter. This looks perfect. So now I've got my waffle iron preheated, ready to go. Let's make some waffles. All right, you can see the steam coming off the waffle iron. These things are probably almost done. It's gonna go off in probably just a couple seconds. So while that was happening, I was getting the table ready. I got our stuff. I like to go big and heavy and crazy for this. I know it's a lot of sugar, but we are going to sprinkle our waffles with some powdered sugar. We're gonna drizzle it with some maple syrup, and then we're gonna top it with a little bit of whipped cream. Actually, we'll probably put the whipped cream on first and then drizzle the syrup over it. All right, beeper just went off. Let's check this out. Oh, those look great. Oh, I didn't fill it as well. We didn't get those corner pieces, but you know what? It's gonna taste great anyway. Figured I would take this time. Actually, I'm gonna have Steve film me real quick, but figured I would take some time to show you guys how I take my waffles off the waffle iron because there is a trick to it that I learned from Martha Stewart. As soon as I take them off the iron, and they will be hot, obviously, I actually kind of like toss them between my hands a little bit, and it releases the trapped air inside all the little crevices, and then I stack them up on the plate like this. Now, obviously, you can only do so many, but it helps so they don't get soggy. Instead, they get nice and crispy and crunchy.
So Caleb's over here. Is that how you make waffles? I don't think so.
But it is.
It is?
And that was...
Oh!
No.
Don't touch that, buddy. Daddy will. That catches all the extra that oozes out. It's a full family affair here. We got Skylar over here, Mike, Caleb. Yay for breakfast time.
All right, so I'm gonna plate Caleb's. We'll give him this nice one, this nice big one. Oh, I can already see, you can already feel, they're like nice and crispy. That's what you want. You don't want soggy ones that have been steamed to death. So I've got the waffle there.
All right, so we're gonna apply a little bit of butter here.
Yeah, just a little bit of butter.
Just a little bit, not that whole thing, folks. We're kissing it with the butter.
Gonna sprinkle it with some sugar.
Nice dusting.
Some whipped cream.
This is just straightforward whipped cream, right?
Yes. And then add a little bit of maple syrup on this.
Very rich and decadent.
Oh, yes.
All right, little
There you
man,
have it.
there you go.
All right, so Caleb has the first waffle. He gets the first bite, and he's gonna let us know what he thinks. A little assistance there in cutting. Oh, that was fast, really? You don't want to think about it?
He knows this is good.
It's good. I'm glad you like it. Steve is over here building his waffle. This is my favorite part, the drizzle of the syrup. It always looks so good against those white pillowy mountains of whipped cream. I got my waffle. These guys are already digging in. What does Steve think?
It's delicious. I like the crunch to it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
really good. So, yeah, overall, great annual tradition.
Right. I do have to say, though, I think after I film this, I'm probably going to make myself a little egg. Actually, we have some hard-boiled eggs. I need some, like, breakfast protein. I can't just be eating sugar. Oh, my goodness. So I am a few bites into this. It is so delicious. It's so good. I cannot rave about this recipe enough. With breakfast wrapped up, now it's time for these guys' favorite activity, which is watching reels on Dad's phone.
I just find funny things they're not bad, right? So this
Steve
is
likes
like master impression.
Yeah, he likes to watch these people who can do impressions of people, and they're actually really funny. I don't know if Caleb really gets them, but
Like this one in particular, absolute ab fab is spot on, and the fact that she dresses up.
You don't go to Marrakesh to study.
this is what I have to listen to when I'm trying to clean the house.
It's so good.
Trying to clean up. By the way, Caleb did not finish his waffle. It was a little too much for him, but that's okay.
Right?
He did a good job. I get it. It's sweet. It's heavy.
It's a 10 cents.
Where'd you get this from?
The Christmas tree got me it.
Oh.
Must have been a good boy.
And you know me, and I tried to open it. I just did this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. There you go.
So while they're hanging out, I am going to just kind of clean up the kitchen. I want to get another load in the dishwasher because dishes are starting to pile up. But also, I have bad news. I have bad news to report. I'm starting to feel a little funny in my throat, and Steve's just like, oh my gosh, you manifest sickness at Christmas time. I really don't. I thought for sure I was going to be like in the clear, but right now I've got my humidifier going on, and like I actually feel okay. I'm just feeling a little congested. So I was telling Steve, even though we had this huge breakfast, I was like, I would like to go to our favorite little spot for lunch today, the Clever Koi up in downtown Gilbert. It's this Asian ramen place, and they have a pork ramen bowl that is so delicious. And when they go heavy on the ginger, I swear there are healing qualities to that, or healing properties to that, because I immediately feel so much better. Whenever I feel a little congested like this, it is the magic trick. So I think we're gonna do that today. All right, I have to admit, I was so excited with how like this vlog was going. We were doing such a good job, and we came to lunch and we forgot the camera. I feel like we always forget the camera every time we come here. But we are at our favorite spot. I've already mentioned this. We are at Clever Koi. I'm gonna go get some of that pork ramen. It's gonna be delicious. And Caleb loves the kids menu here. They've got peanut butter and jelly bao buns. He is very excited about that. I'm ready for a nice lunch. Well, here we are, modern Asian kitchen and craft cocktail bar. So we have sat down, and we are always at this table. Okay, this is Caleb's favorite table, and they're not very busy. The server was like, where would you like to sit? So he picked this spot here, and they've got a little bit of an updated menu, which is always interesting. Like I'm telling you guys, this place is so good. And then they just updated their cocktail menu. How cute is this? It looks like a little comic book. Oh, thank you. You can see inside. We've got some, it is a legit comic book. We've got some cocktails.
And I think they have their classics in the back.
Oh yeah, there's the classic cocktails. Yeah, this is a pretty robust craft cocktail bar.
Yeah.
It's great. Now, when you're at a craft cocktail bar, you gotta get a craft cocktail. And this is my favorite here. This is their Mai Tai. It is so delicious. It is white rum, dark rum, orange curacao, lime, and orgeat. It is very delicious, very refreshing. And it goes really nicely with my pork ramen.
And I gotta point out, just the overall look and feel of these cocktails are absolutely extraordinary. Like, look at that garnish game. Like, they're doing such a good job Mine is the pina colada, which normally you would think this is blended. I like this one because it's not. This has white rum, pineapple juice, house coconut cream, and coconut rum.
So we decided to start with a little appetizer. These are the confit wings, and you do get a choice of Szechuan buffalo or pineapple chili. We went with the pineapple chili, and as you can see, they are drumettes. We got a little celery there and a black garlic ranch. These things are so good. Food has shown up, and again, like I told you, I got the pork tokatsu, I don't know if I'm saying that right, ramen, and this comes with a soft egg, chasu pork belly, bean sprouts, mushrooms, and scallions, and because I love the ginger in this, I asked if they could do extra ginger, so I'm hoping it's gonna be fantastic. And then Caleb, he always gets this. This is the peanut butter and jelly steamed buns, and then it's served with french fries.
And then for me, I ordered the duck ramen with an add-on of kimchi as well. You can see the same ingredients that Mike has on his: a soft-boiled egg, scallions, bean sprouts. I did not opt for the additional ginger, but the kimchi will definitely help clear out my sinuses as well. I'm integrating all the flavors first.
Okay. Oh, that's the other thing I should point out. The noodles are fantastic here. Okay, so we are back home now and just kind of taking it easy, kind of relaxing. Caleb has been wanting hot chocolate. And I told Caleb at lunch today, since we had the fresh whipped cream from breakfast this morning, we can put that on our hot cocoa. Lately we've been doing marshmallows, but I think something different is in order today. And of course he wants more. So we're gonna add some of this peppermint frost that Steve picked up earlier this year. And there it is, Caleb's hot cocoa. It's not really peppermint hot cocoa because it's just the peppermint topping, but I think he's gonna like it. How is it?
Good.
Good? Is it just like okay, or?
I actually done some too.
Oh, nice, okay. So once again, Steve and Caleb are spending the evening outside in front of the fire pit, and I am preserving my throat and voice. And so I'm using this time to wrap gifts, and I just wrapped one of Steve's gifts. This is probably one of my bigger gifts for him. You'll have to wait to see what it is on Christmas morning. But yeah, I thought this would be a great time. Since they're outside, they have no idea what I'm doing in here. I'm just wrapping gifts. Okay, I am totally floored. Now, this was an odd-sized box. Doesn't look like it on film, but the wrapping paper, I think, was too small, and it just wasn't going to wrap if I was going to do it this way or this way. And I just recently saw this thing on Instagram where people were taking their boxes and they were, like, putting it diagonally on the wrapping paper. You guys, it totally works. It totally works. Oh, I think I just got too ahead of myself. Never mind. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I was so close. I really thought this was gonna work. I was like, no way. Okay, yeah. No, doesn't work. I'm holding it in place. Look how close I was, though. That's the only part that's exposed. Maybe I'll put the bow on that. Okay, be honest. How awesome does this look? Doesn't it look fantastic? Just don't look right there. I'm just gonna prop it under the tree like this because you know what? And feel free to judge me all you want. This is one of the gifts that Steve totally knows what it is. So he knows it's coming and he saw when it arrived from delivery. So I'm just like, whatever. Happy Christmas Eve. And little man is he's so polite. He was like, hey Dad, grab the camera. I know you like to film this. Let's go see what the Christmas fairy brought.
Oh, wait. I don't see the 23rd.
Yeah, today's the 23rd. So yeah, you only got 2 more of these to go. Tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah, I mean, this is when it's going to be.
Yeah, that's tomorrow's. 23rd.
I think.
Oh, I think it's one of the windows.
Oh, there it is. Oh. It has a note.
A note?
And 2 candies.
Ooh, 2 candies.
What does the note say?
Let's see. It says, check your stocking.
Again? That's nice. Oh, what is it? I don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything?
Yeah. Oh, now I do. I can eat. Oh, got it. Hot Wheels car.
Oh, Hot Wheels car. Very cool.
That's a nice gift.
It is a nice gift. So we are moving and shaking over here on December 23rd. I just got back from doing some shopping. how many videos ago was it that I thought I was doing my last Target trip? But Steve went out and got his car washed. They did a little bit of shopping. And today I actually start cooking for Christmas. This morning, Caleb and I made our gingerbread cookie dough. So that is just chilling in the refrigerator. We're gonna roll it out probably like later tonight. I don't think I'm not in a huge rush to make those. I at least wanted to get the dough made. And right now, I am now making the marinade for our Christmas dinner. Steve's favorite Christmas dinner is braised short ribs, and these are braised in red wine. So good. I think I've made this recipe like 3 years now for Christmas. It never disappoints. So I am starting that tonight. So it's just, kind of like I want to say it's like a casual, relaxing day. We do have a lot going on, but for the most part, I think I feel like we're on top of our schedule right now when it comes to, Christmas preparations. So that's a big plus. Steve is going to take off. He's going to go have a nice lunch somewhere, I guess.
Whatever.
I'm a little jealous.
This is my annual meetup with a bunch of my whiskey friends that I met during COVID. So, we're off to lunch. And Mike is going to stay here.
I'm going to stay here and cook.
The ice machine is going crazy.
I just hope that you don't overeat and then you don't want to have dinner tonight, because tonight is one of our Christmas traditions of Chinese food. But we got to find a Chinese place. I'll talk about that later.
Yeah. I will be good.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, in case you were curious, if you've been watching our videos this season, you're like, wow, eggnog, Chex Mix, gingerbread waffles, now short ribs. If you're like, the Magic Dads and their Christmas traditions, it's all food related. You would not be wrong. So I have been in this kitchen. I don't think I've ever left. I have been going all day. But I did stop and take a nap because I didn't tell you guys this. I randomly woke up this morning at like 4:30 in the morning and I could not go back to sleep, which is incredibly frustrating. After I last saw you guys, Steve went to lunch. Caleb and we went to the park. I felt like, we need to get away from the screens and the TV a little bit. So we went to the park for about an hour and we came home and I just like hit a wall. I was so exhausted. So I took a little nap and got a second wind after that, made some coffee, and I have now been making cookies. I made a batch of sugar cookies. I put my short ribs in the braising liquid. So we are all set for tomorrow. Now I don't have to do as much tomorrow. And then, things are already in the works for Christmas dinner. But I think we're gonna go have our dinner right now. Steve is playing with Skylar right now, trying to get out some pent-up energy.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to.
And Caleb's gonna jump in now. Hey, bud, you need to go put your shoes on.
No. Because I don't know where I'm at.
So, yes, I went to lunch, but I also got a lot of the critical shopping done as well.
You did,
for
yes.
next
So
year.
that was very helpful.
I know that Mike said that he was a little bit jealous I was out for lunch, but I did some work too.
I'm trying to think, what did I have for lunch? I think I had a ramen noodle bowl.
You had ramen,
Yeah.
and I brought home half
More
of my
ramen.
burger, and then
Yes.
of that.
So interesting development. So tonight, if you've been watching us for a while, we've said this. Tonight is usually our Chinese food restaurant night.
Yep.
But two things. First, the Chinese restaurant we've been going to for 15 years closed
Yeah.
earlier this year. Probably
So sad.
the end of summer, early fall?
It's been like last 3 months that we knew that they were definitely closed.
Yeah. So nothing has reopened since then. So we're kind of like, oh, what do we do tonight?
Yeah.
And then today we got the unfortunate news that one of our other favorite restaurants is closing on the 31st.
Yeah, and it's a Pan-Asian restaurant, so we felt like, what more appropriate? Like, it's so appropriate.
That
right?
will work.
Yes, we have to do this. They close on New Year's
belly.
We're going
It's
to
Belly, yes. So if you've seen our vlogs, we've actually vlogged it a couple times.
Yeah. So they close on New Year's Eve, their final day. So we're gonna go give them some patronage. We're gonna make sure they know that they're loved, and we're gonna enjoy this a couple more times before they close. This is not gonna be the last time, but here we go.
And of course, just like that, it's like super busy here. I mean, it is December 23rd, so I think every place is busy, but there's a line to get in outside. They just announced the closure today. All right, so this is a first in all the years we've been coming here. We have a 20-minute wait. That has never happened. 20 minutes isn't that bad, but it's usually dead in here, which is probably why they're closing. But Caleb's very excited because now we've got plenty of time to play the video games. Oh wow, I am a mess, but I am up nice and early. Well, I mean, it's not super early now. It's a little after 7 o'clock, but I've been up for quite a while now. I've already cleaned up my kitchen. I got the dishwasher running and a whole thing, but we were up pretty late last night. We went out to eat at the Belly restaurant, and it was very, very good. It was a little unfortunate because they've already announced that they were closing, so like I guess apparently half their staff already quit. So the service was just really slow. it was kind of a sad way to end such a great spot for us, but the food was fantastic. I always rave about their fried chicken. I am desperately going to miss that. But yeah, so we were out a little bit later than expected last night. I don't think little man got to bed till like after 9 o'clock, which is like crazy for him. So he is sleeping in today, which is great because he won't, today's Christmas Eve. It's the big day. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be baking all day today, kind of getting everything ready. And then we go over to my parents' house tonight where we kind of have a big Christmas Eve dinner. We get all the cousins together. So yeah, it's going to be a long, fun day. I've got a little bit of gift wrapping left to do. But right now, I am going to start working on some chocolate chip cookies because that is what I am bringing over to my families. And yeah, as soon as Caleb gets up, we're going to go check to see if it's the last day for the Christmas fairy to come. So we're going to see what he got. By the way, this year I'm doing a little bit of a different recipe. I'm actually going back to my roots. So I am using the recipe that comes on the back of the Ghirardelli chocolate chips, which if you don't know, and I only know this because I've made these cookies for years and years and years, this is the exact same recipe that is on the back of the Nestle Toll House chocolate chips. The only difference being is that they tell you in this one to use the Ghirardellis. I've been making this for so long because this is the recipe my grandmother used to use. Growing up, my grandma, we called her Oma. She was from Germany, and she is my dad's mom. She used to just spend, I can't even imagine how many days or hours baking cookies for the entire family. Because my dad would come home from work, probably on the 23rd, with this enormous box of cookies. It was absolutely insane. And they were so delicious. And it wouldn't be until years later that I don't have concrete confirmation, but I'm pretty sure she was just using the Nestle Toll House recipe because I've made them countless times and they taste exactly the same. Even my family is like, oh my gosh, they just remind me of Oma's cookies. So I was making them for the longest time. And then I would start making them for if I would go to work events or for other friends. And nobody liked the nuts because it's got chopped walnuts in it. And nobody liked it. So I started looking for different recipes over the years. And of course I fell onto Thomas Keller's chocolate chip recipe from the Bouchon. And that's what I've been making pretty consistently over the years. But like I said, this year I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to go back to my roots, so we're just making the Nestle Toll House cookies. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I actually like the chopped walnuts. I think it adds a little bit of crunch, a little bit of flavor, so yeah. Caleb is still not awake, but I figured I would take a peek at the... Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. All right, and as I was filming it, look who almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh, this is a lot of stuff.
Whoa, it's like exploding out of there.
Oh, even Daddy.
What?
Elias had this.
Oh, yeah?
The red one.
Oh, your friend has it? Do you need
Elias?
help getting that out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Maybe if we take out...
What does
We got some coins here. And...
this say?
Oh my god, this is Okay, we gotta... Let's see. It says, be good. Santa's watching. Oh. Santa comes tonight. But this is a cool thing. You've gotten this before. I think we should show everybody what this was all about because this was actually pretty cool.
This is a lot of stuff today.
It's pretty awesome, huh? Oh, Dad's awake now. Oh, well, I gotta get back to the kitchen because I got my butter creaming with sugar right now. I'm making chocolate chip cookies. So I've got the first batch of chocolate chip cookies out of the oven, and I think they turned out really great. Now, I like them when they come out nice and dark like this. That's my favorite. And I also like that they puffed up really nice. For me, I'm just not a big fan of the cookies when they're really, really flat and kind of light or underdone. This is exactly how I like them. Okay, now here's a kitchen conundrum that's I'm kind of frustrated right now. Maybe I shouldn't have gone back to my roots. I should just stick with Thomas Keller. But these ones look pretty good. A little dark on top, right? But they look really nice. Now, these ones came out looking gorgeous. I love the crinkle on the top. They got these cracks. I like the way that looks. Good color, a little lighter than those over there. But look at, they totally burnt on the bottom. This one was really bad. It was oh man. That's just, what? And I think it's because maybe, I'm guessing, I don't know, but this recipe tells me to put the oven at 375, whereas Thomas Keller tells me to put it at 350. So, well, this is kind of a waste of time. Okay, so I just put the last batch in. It's just a single cookie sheet with a dozen cookies on there at 350 degrees. Whereas, as I mentioned, these ones were cooked at 375, but the other thing that's bizarre is they were cooked on different racks at the same time, and they came out very different, you know? And I did rotate my pans and stuff, but yeah, little disappointing. All right, redemption, folks. This is my third batch, the third dozen. These ones came out perfect. Again, I adjusted the oven to 350, and they look fantastic. Okay, so I feel better. So I am going ahead and making another batch of cookies. I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm a little nervous since I've got quite a few that are burnt over here. So, but I would also, because like I said, I'm taking these over to my families. I'm gonna share them there. I'd like to have some more to last us through Christmas. So I'm gonna make another batch, but I'm gonna do my Thomas Keller Bouchon ones now. Okay, so I have to say, at 9:30 in the morning, I'm feeling very confident, despite the little hiccup of the burnt cookies. So I've got the Thomas Keller cookies out, and they look fantastic. Over here, I've got my chocolate chip cookies with nuts. We got the sugar cookies. And I think later on today, I will do the gingerbread. But for right now, I'm gonna take a little break. But I think we're in good shape. While I am in the kitchen, Caleb and Steve are watching Charlie Brown Christmas, catching up on those last-minute shorts we haven't seen yet. And I am now starting the process of my short ribs, or rather continuing. So they have been braising in the red wine that I made last night. And so now I am just kind of like heating up that marinade because I'm going to use it as braising liquid. But first I'm going to, like, it's a whole thing, and I'm not going to document it because it gets a little stressful here. But I do like this recipe because all the cooking happens tonight. And so tomorrow for dinner, I just reheat and serve. I have to admit, I am feeling like I am on cloud 9 right now because it is only 10:45 and all the bulk, all the heavy lifting of the day is over. It's all behind me. So I am gonna run upstairs now and go get ready, shower, get dressed, get ready for Christmas Eve. And then I can kind of just like enjoy the rest of the day. This is great. And just like that, I am ready to go. I took a nice shower, I shaved, I'm all ready. So all I have to do later on tonight is just get dressed for my mom's house. But I just wanted to get that all done with. But right now, I have to go out and go shopping because shopping on Christmas Eve, because I never mentioned this, but my parents, both of them, are notoriously difficult to shop for. And not only do I have to get each of them a Christmas gift, but I have to get my mom a birthday gift as well. And I have waited to the absolute last minute. They still have not come through with me for ideas. They're the type who are always like, oh, I don't know. And it's just like, ay. So I am running out to Santan Mall really quick to go grab something for my mom. I know what I'm getting, so it makes it a little bit easier. I was just really hoping that, you know, I would have had a better idea by now. But while I'm out, I'm probably gonna go grab some lunch because one of our Christmas traditions is on Christmas Eve, we have either McDonald's or Jack in the Box tacos. Idea being we're gonna have the fabulous dinner tonight. So right now we're gonna go crazy with some greasy fast food. So I just went to the bank and it was so funny. I figured maybe I'll jump on here and tell you this, but I had to go get a bunch of pennies. And I'm only doing this because this video is going to come after the fact of, you know, the surprise. But Caleb is getting a gumball machine tomorrow, like a legit, you know, a glass dome. It's made of die-cast metal. I'm actually really excited for him. But I got the machine, I got the gumballs, and then I was realizing at the last minute, I was like, he's going to need some pennies to play with this thing because I don't want to have to keep like opening it over and over and over. So I went to the bank and it was so funny because the teller next to me, she was like, that was the weirdest request we've had all day today. And so I had to explain, I'm like, oh, I got my kid a gumball machine. So very, very excited. And so now I'm on my way to Brighton. Okay, I just have to get on here and brag. This was so easy. I thought traffic would be way worse, but I just got in there, got my mom's gift. I'm really glad I went because this looks a lot better than just ordering the gift card online and folding up a piece of paper and a card. So, yeah, so now I think I'm gonna go pick up some food for us and head home. All right, my junk food has been secured. I am back home. I was just telling Steve, I'm so proud of myself at how, like, you know, with my anxiety and stuff, how, like, I was able to get in and out. I was efficient. I think I was only gone for, like, maybe an hour and a half. Steve was keeping eye on the short ribs for me. They've got about another 45 minutes to braise. But yeah, now I can just relax and enjoy my Jack in the Box tacos. These things, you guys, this is like definitely one of my guilty pleasures. All right, I keep missing the reactions, but Steve wanted to open this gift tonight so we can actually use it at the family party.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, I vlogged the wrapping of this. You'll see why."
It's so nice. You know, it's really funny.
What?
One of your packages has the same problem.
Oh, okay.
So we are always the same. Yeah.
So everyone's just kind of hanging out right now. We did do some wrapping. I got some more gifts wrapped. I'm almost done. And we're all showered and ready. We just need to change our clothes. We're just lounging in our casual clothes right now.
Which is a rarity for us. Typically,
Yeah.
we're up until the moment we have to leave. We're getting ready. We're sweaty. We're hot. We're
Yeah.
frustrated. Now we are
Just
we're
taking
on
it
this
easy.
year.
Yeah, it's doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing great, which is awesome. Now, I didn't get to do my gingerbread cookies, but that's okay. Like I said, those are more for me. My family doesn't really go crazy about gingerbread cookies. I wound up using that time to do some more gift wrapping, as I mentioned. And then before we leave for the party, we're all gonna change clothes, obviously, and get ready. But I wanna do our little family Christmas here, because I like our Christmas tree. I wanna take advantage of it. So yeah, I feel like if I try to do gingerbread cookies, then I'll be stressed and then we'll be rushing. So I'm just gonna, take it easy, save it maybe for tomorrow. And it never fails, I forgot to vlog our family photo. I totally forgot to vlog it. We went upstairs and we got all changed and we got dressed. So I will put the pictures in right here and you can see we had, we had to do it a lot of times because at one point Caleb had his eyes closed, Steve had shadow on his face. We were trying to get like a really good one. I am notorious, you guys, I am notorious for always forgetting to take family photos. And I think it's because we do this. We do so much vlogging. I always kind of just assume, I was like, oh yeah, we got the vlog in the can. I made a Thanksgiving turkey. We decorated a Christmas tree, And then I look back and I'm like, oh, we didn't actually take any like stills or any like family photos. So this time we did it, but it was at the mercy of the vlog. Okay, so we are back from my parents' house. We had a great time, great dinner. It was very nice catching up with our family and stuff. Caleb had fun with some of his cousins, not all of them. I think the big family, the extended family, and all the cousins are going to be there tomorrow. But we are home now, and it's after Caleb's bedtime. But Caleb, what are we doing right now?
Cookies and milk.
We're going to set out Santa's cookies and milk. So let's do that. I'll let you pick what we give Santa. I'll get the milk ready.
All right, go ahead. Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to do both.
Okay. Good job.
Do 2 chocolate chip cookies.
All right.
You like the chocolate chips cookies best.
He does. Okay.
I don't know. These on the side.
Okay.
And 1, 2. Whoa, these are gonna break. These 2 on stack.
Okay.
Look what I found.
There we go.
All right.
You got
No,
carrot.
this won't be enough for all of the reindeers.
It's just a sample.
Well, it's just they all get a little bit because they're going to be getting stuff at every single house.
I think that's a good offering. All right, so here are the cookies, milk for Santa, and we are going to work on the carrot and a note for Rudolph.
Here we'll do for Rudolph from, and I'm going to have you write your name. Perfect. All right, and we'll go put this by the tree.
No, we have to put it with the carrots.
Right. We'll go here. You carry the note,
I'll put it right.
and we'll put this by the tree. And where should put the note?
Right these way. I got him 2 cookies, 2 chocolate chips, and 2 sugars.
Oh, nice.
I think we have to put these right here. Put this one over here. That'll be good.
There you go.
This for the carrot. I did put the carrot right here.
Oh,
It's better. What?
you're funny.
All right.
I think it looks great. Good job,
Daddy,
Dad.
the eraser floosh.
Uh-oh. Oh.
All right, Merry Christmas
Okay, I'll take
Eve.
this. All right. You want to tell everybody Merry Christmas Eve? It's time for bed.
Merry Christmas to all.
Oh, that's so nice. All right, bud. Time to go to bed.
All right. All right, and little man is in bed, and now is the time when I get to finally bring out all of the packages and gifts that have been hiding in my office. They now get to come out, and we're gonna wrap them.
Yes, these are the gifts from us.
Yes.
He's been very, very excited about what the ultimate gift is going to be from Santa Claus. He did write a letter saying he wants it to be a surprise, so we are looking forward to that tomorrow, right?
No pressure, Santa Claus.
Not at all. So the rest of our presents we're going to wrap up, and we have a long winter's night nap.
Long winter's nap ahead of us.
Long winter's nap ahead of us. So
I'm ready for it right now, actually.
we all are.
We got a little bit more to do.
Yes, but it was a great Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
was.
Yeah, it was low key, calm. We spent time with family. Now we're ready to settle in for the night and get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. I mean, it all starts again tomorrow, so.
It's a big day tomorrow.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us these past few days as we get ready for the big day. As you can tell, we're ending it here, but we will start the next video starting tomorrow morning first thing. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And from our magic family to yours, enjoy.